We had our Path to Exile patch 1.1 announcement, maybe live stream, whatever is over there in Tower Talk DM and Gazzy's channel. If you want to watch the actual upload of the Q&A and all, I believe it's on Gazzy's channel. Highly recommend you do that. It was really cool to hear the developers talk about, just the game. It's not like Blizzard was, where it's all smoke and mirrors and real combed through and curated and all. This is just some two guys talking about developing. It was really cool. Anyway, let's too long didn't read. Go blast through this. We can get back to blasting. Good things in here, okay? Log in. Quick fixes to things that are not fun. So that was the general theme of the patch. Things that are more involved will take a reset, meaning a new league. Meaning if your concern ain't on this list, it don't mean they don't know about it. They just need more time and more resources to work on it, okay? First big thing to me was console loot filters. A lot of y'all had asked for that. There you go. Armor's buffed. They are investigating internally why it sucks. They know it sucks. They believe it's due to the way hits are calculated. The formula from Path to Exile 1 to Path to Exile 2 is different. So they're looking into it's how it calculates a small hit versus a big hit or something like that. But they're looking into how that is. It might need to be fixed. But for now, they've kind of buffed armor a little bit. They've also buffed unique items. They said they should feel good. There should be some that are build defining. Mark did say later on, like, look, we know we need way, way, way more uniques. Like, that's a big problem. We're working on that as well. The big one for me was the rune overwrite. You can now overwrite runes. Just can't remove them. You can overwrite them. So that's a pretty healthy compromise in my opinion. And then a lot of the patch was focused on providing fun. It's a found fun patch to the mapping system. So they balanced, okay, and this means balance buff. They buffed, let's put buff, the number of monsters, chests, rare magic monsters, essences, strong boxes, and precursor artifacts, and I believe items as well. All of that was turned up in mapping. That's huge. They also added more bosses. Apparently there are some maps that cannot spawn a boss, so they added other bosses, or added the frequency of bosses in other maps to compensate for that. And they added a new precursor tablet that will allow you to influence more bosses on your maps. They also added 4 new tower maps, reworked the existing ones, the existing one. They said they know there's just one right now and it's boring. So they reworked it. They gave us 4 more. They did say that anything that's going to be like mandatory in the game, they need to make sure that's fun. Towers are mandatory, opens up the fog of war. So they needed that to be cool. They fixed strong boxes to spawn faster, lose the annoying fog. They improved the zoom level on the Atlas. That's really nice. So when the patch drops, they did say later in the week, you won't have to do that little weird glitch out thing with your mouse wheel. They fixed collision issues with terrain. They improved the load time when opening the Atlas screen. That was a little ridiculous. They fixed that. Biomes, this is big for me, especially if you see in your Atlas tree, there's an area to where, depending on the biome of the map, drops certain things. So now you can see what biome on the UI on your map screen, what biome it is that you're going into, so you know. I used to have to go to a third-party site that was data mined and write some stuff down to see the biomes that I really wanted to run. That's fixed now. It just tells you what it is. That's cool. Fixed monster bug spawn in Delirium, to where the beginning of the map they'd spawn, but then they wouldn't spawn anymore. And then also made Simulacrum spawn 20% more. So we should be getting some more of that. Rituals now have 60% more omens that populate in the ritual reward screen, and expedition and rarity from shops, vendors, what they said is improved. Not really sure 100% on that, what they meant by that. I don't mess with expedition a lot, so if you know really what he's talking about with that, pop that below. Pinnacle content. They made the Citadel spawn closer to the center. Can now see them in the fog of war. They got this little laser beam that comes down. The Arbiter Ash gets 6 respawn attempts, and it's only by the person that opened the map. So you can't like try to cheese any of that anymore. And that's that. I know I put items down there, but that's it. So too long didn't read. Log in. It's all great patches. Now I've seen some people talking negatively about like, this is all we're getting. This sucks. Why haven't they fixed this? Why haven't they fixed that? If you watch the Q&A, Gazzy and DM did a very good job of kind of holding their feet to the fire about some stuff. And, they talked about the leaks or the hacks. They talked about just everything, literally everything except for Elon Musk. They talked about everything. And they told us straight up what the deal was. And so they're working on it. This is a shell of the game. They've got a lot more stuff they want to implement and get it ready for release. They did not talk about the Druid. That's going to probably come whenever the next league, the first league is. They did say they are working super fast to get out the next, like the first league or whatever. So that's going to have a class. That'll probably have an act in it. They talked about acts and how they're going to balance the release of acts. But just know that we are getting a league. It's probably going to be February. They said they're working very, very fast to get it out as fast as possible. It's not just going to be an economy reset and we do all this again. There's going to be some things that will bring you back to play. So anyway, that's it. There's the patch notes. We got fiber now over here at Hawg TV. It's a pretty big deal because we live 20 miles from the town of 1,000 people, about 1,200 people. So we haven't had really any really good internet. Now we got it. So we've been multi-streaming on, we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. So if you want to come join us on any of those, love to have you. Hit like and subscribe for more Path to Exile 2 content. We will be waiting for the patch to come out. Should be end of this week. Second we get some more in-depth patch notes, get those out to you. Anyway, see y'all next time.